Well, hi guys, it's one of those. England is indeed 5 hours ahead, Gail K, and unfortunately Wales is about 200 years behind with the internet. But hi April, if you're only here for a minute, glad you're here. So, I don't know, is anybody actually there? That's the question. Oh, Sam says here we go. So it looks like we are actually live. This is very good news. Hello, Michelle. Nice to see you. Hello, everyone. Who've we got? Let's have a quick flick. Well, I suppose all the early ones are going. But I hope your grandson's wedding goes really well, April. I really do. Adrienne is here. I have been so busy, and indeed, here I am. And hi, Michelle, my bell, and Sharon's site too. The internet just keeps going off. It's been going off all day. 60-second tarot didn't get live till about 3 o'clock or something ridiculous like that. And it's just been insane because that's what the internet's like, I guess. Let's kick off with a card from Keepers of the Light by Kyle Gray for everyone. Lexi McCormack Parker still has no video. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope something sorts itself out. Very stormy. I don't know if you can tell, it's a little bit darker tonight. Got my studio light on, but the main light in this room is like flashing like mad. So there's some kind of internet craziness or thunderstorm craziness or something going on. But never mind, the gang's all here. Hey, Twaina Bernard. Hello, Sharon Lee. Hello, Donna. Donna Whittereed is here. This is great news. Hilarion, divine healing. And I think we could all do with some of this tonight. It says, honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. There it is. And that is such a crucial message, because all of us who are gifted, and I don't just mean it isn't just being gifted to be able to actually do the stuff, on YouTube or anywhere, really. Part of the gift is just being able to believe these things. If you can't believe these things, then you miss out on a hell of a lot, unfortunately. Linda Bishop says it's looking like a rainstorm. So, hey, crazy stuff. Looks like there's rainstorms going on everywhere at the moment. And I wonder if Mr. Philip Corrigan will manage to be here, because once this stuff's happening in the UK, it can be in patches all over the UK. So Seascape is here. Elbow cough. Wash hands. Get those hands washed. That's what matters. Beverly Spencer, did I use my phone for chat? You did use your phone. I see. Right, Adrienne, okay. That sounds like a reading request for me. So let's seize the moment. And drinks. This is Coke Zero. It's probably very bad for you. But I'm having someone. And Sharon says, yeah, believing allows us to have a moment with God that we will never forget. And that is so true, that is so true. And a lot of the videos I upload are about, moments that I have with God, with the divine, with the angels, and just with the whole thing. And it's absolutely wonderful to have that. It really is. So, Liz Toth, I will come to you, okay? But I'm going to Adrienne first, because she's the first one that I saw, and my guide said, hey, go on, do that one for Adrienne. And what I'm going to do, Adrienne, is a 3-card reading, just to kind of set the ball rolling and get things moving. So June is busting out all over, it would seem. Isn't that just something? Right. Okay. I've seen the cards already. I'm not quite sure what to make of them, but we'll see what happens as we go. Adrienne AQ, this is for you. This is the 4 of Pentacles. So this is, where the situation is at the moment. I'm sure it's going somewhere. I'm sure it's not going to be stuck like this. But the mouse is hiding in the teapot there. And that might be the best thing to do if there's a cat about. And sadly, there's no cat in the room at the moment. She's been in all day hiding from the thunderstorm, but she's gone out now. And, your time will come to come out of the teapot probably quite soon, because there's 3 pentacles on the teapot. And the 4th pentacle is actually on a biscuit there that someone's had a bite of. And you need to get your bite of the cake, Adrienne. That's what needs to happen. You really need to get that bite of the cake. 7 of Cups. And this may be just maybe holding you back at the moment. A lot of very strong possibilities and, things that look really good, but it's very hard to know what is actually going to make a difference. And you are actually feeling this stuck. Right. Well, the trick, I think, Adrian, in fact, the trick that is expressed in this card here, the Seven of Cups, cups being about what we want, what we desire, is to actually turn away from all those crazy images which are on the wall behind Alice there. You can imagine if she turned around and tried to work out what that lot meant, she would be there all day and all night into the middle of next week. But she's actually turned around and she's looking forward. So the answers, Adrian, are not really going to be where you expect to find them. And this needs some blue sky thinking. Yeah, that's the thing to do. Really just come right out of the box, come, right out of whatever you're planning, whatever you're trying to do. Look at the reality. And if you can't find the reality, just look at the blue sky, come up with a new idea. Basically, doesn't mean you have to kind of scrub the whole thing and not do anything, but it does mean find a new way, find a new idea, a new way of either doing what you already want to do or go in a completely new direction if that's what suits you. Okay, outcome, Two of Cups. This is pretty positive, actually. This looks great. We have sort of come back 5 paces in the Cups journey, so we're slightly further away from what we want. But this is a very harmonious card here. Really, it is. Lots of sort of butterfly shapes and things like that expressed in the trees. So the possibilities are endless. And the inspiration is coming from a flying green teapot, which is, it's very kind of magical. And it points to the fact that as hopeless as things might feel, there is magic, and the magic is actually what's going to be making a difference. And you are reaching for a new direction, Adrian. Well, I'm glad to hear that, actually, having looked at those cards there. Let us do you an oracle card as well. Just got a feeling this would help a bit. We'll go into Work Your Light, Rebecca Campbell's amazing deck, and we'll have a look in here. Okay. What have we got? Okay. This makes sense. It's stuck to something else, but we'll get it out. They do stick together, these cards. Okay. Answer the call. All right. That's the oracle card to go with those 3 tarot cards, Adrian. What is your soul calling you to do? That's what it's asking. And that really is what you need to ask yourself, Adrian, because there is definitely a call towards some kind of action going on. And the reason you're feeling stuck really is that you're trying to apply it to the way things are right now. And as we saw with the 7 of Cups, that there's nothing absolutely hard and fast and anything really reliable about the options that are before you at the moment. So really do be thinking outside of the box and really be trying to move forward. I give you that with love of the spirit people and the card guides and everyone, and I'm sure everyone on the group wishes you well with that as well. But calling to win the lottery, yeah, that's a pretty good idea. I'm always calling to win the lottery. I never do though. I never do. Okay, now then, let me just scroll back a bit because I saw some stuff going on. Philip Corrigan says, hi. It is fine tonight on Bradford in Yorkshire. Great. Watching football, England play. Got to pick my partner up from work at 10:15. And this is something great about a live show on YouTube. You can't watch football when you're at a live show somewhere else, can you really? It's not possible. So I'm glad that is working out, Nice, nice situation to be in, I think, Philip. Right, I did promise I would go to Liz Toth next, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. Hi, 50 Shades. Hi, Lexi McCormack Parker. Great to see everyone. Right, Liz Toth says, Twig came to USA for medical stuff in emergency department. Ooh, not happy with cardiologist. Do I change? Go to temporary nursing home or go home? Please ask what direction. Sounds like a pendulum job to me. Okay. So, do you go to temporary nursing home or go home? We'll start with the first one. Liz Toth, does she go to a temporary nursing home? Would that be the best thing to do? We'll get a circle for yes and a side to side for no. And we'll kind of compare how much of a reaction we get as well. Right, that's kind of a grudging circle on that. It's turning into a better circle as we go, but that really took its time to get going. So the temporary nursing home could work out. What about if we said, should Liz just go home? What are we going to get there? Now, that's a pretty clear no. No, I wouldn't just go home, Liz. I really wouldn't just go home. Got to say it, entertainment purposes only. I'm not a doctor, and, who can really say? I totally wish you all the best with that. But the pendulum's saying, don't just go home, okay? Really important for that one. There's more to come, Let's do a tarot card as well. Where are they? I lose track of my cards. Hi, hey, thanks so much for your super chat. I will get to you in a tick, actually. Just going to do a card for Liz here. Okay. What we've got here is 9 of Cups. So your wish is actually going to come true, Liz. It's just a question of hanging on a bit longer there. Okay. I wish you the very best with that, but think very carefully and kind of try and get some medical advice about that. If you can, get impartial medical advice. That is really going to help matters. Okay, so we have super chat enabled at last. It took me a long time to sort that out, but here we go. Thanks so much for this. Hey, would love a card. Anything wanting to come through? Okay, let's see where we're going with that then. And I'm going to go with this deck for that question as well. Work Your Light, the Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. And don't know if I've met you before, hey, but I'm very glad you've chosen to join us this evening. This is great stuff. Okay, so for you, The Great Gathering. This is the card, The Great Gathering, and it says, it's all coming together, intuitive hits, soul tribe. Now, this is a great gathering for you on 2 levels, okay? One, I feel that all is not totally well in day-to-day life, and things are really quite difficult. I feel more on a mental level than anything else, I reckon you could sort out what's going on in your day-to-day life, but it's feeling good about it. It's feeling right about it. That's going to be the hard thing to do. But there is a coming together of your spirit guides and your guardian angel and everyone working together on the other side in the divine realms to actually help you. And as it says, soul tribe, a big part of that soul tribe is worldly people who are alive in the world today and who are actually around for you. So look out for those people, okay? You'll recognize them when you come, and you'll feel good about them when they come around you. They're looking for you now, so meditate and ask for them to come in. Okay, thanks so much for your question. Guys, we've got super chats coming in. This is absolutely great stuff. So I hope that helps you. Hey, I'm now scrolling, looking for the next one. Might take me a minute to get to you guys, okay, but I'll do my best. Donna is here, and thank you so much for your donation, Donna. Really appreciate it. Here we go. Any message? I'm going to put these cards down, and I'm going to go with the tarot again. That's just what happens. My spirit guides kind of direct me to go in one direction or another, and I'm drawn to the tarot for you, Donna. What we've got for you, 9 of Pentacles, Donna. Okay, so they say no looking back, don't look back. And in terms of your plans and what you actually want to do in the world at the moment, certainly don't look back. Keep looking ahead. Your plans are working. Things are going very well when we get this card. The Pentacles are all about abundance. They're earth sign energy too, so they're very grounded. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, the signs involved there. But although everything's moving forward, there's a danger, Donna, that something's got left behind you there, right? And it's really important not to just let the whole thing get left out. So think, is there some aspect of life at present or where your life's going that hasn't worked out for you yet? Think about that, and think about the people involved, because there's it's like human. I feel it's people energy that we're looking at here, and it'd be a shame if you got all the way to achieving your goal and then look back and realize you left someone behind. You want to be in a never look back position, Donna. That's the best way to be. Okay, so do look back if you can. Thanks so much for that question, Donna. I really appreciate your donation as well. Sharon Lee. Oh, that's really nice of you, Sharon. She says, have a coffee on me or buy some kitty snacks. I'm just going to scroll so I can put that on the screen. Still totally getting used to this. Let's put that on the screen. I am going to do you a card, Sharon. I think that's only right. Okay. And if you're not in the mood for a card, just ignore it, okay? But what we've got here is the Queen of Swords. Don't pull the wool over your own eyes. This is the message at the moment. The Queen of Swords, I see her as you in this, in this situation. And she's holding up the sword, which is a strong representation of big decisions, you know? Or they could be comparatively small decisions, but basically they're decisions that weigh on your mind. And there's one in particular, Sharon. Keep it as real as you can, you know, think it through in the most real terms possible, and then keep going. But thank you so much for that super chat. I so appreciate it, Sharon. I really, really do. Okay. So there we go then. This is great stuff, actually. I'd never used super chat before, and it is actually happening, which is great stuff. Kiara says, Adrienne, please keep in mind it often takes a bit of time for a recently crossed person to come through to a medium. That is a very true thing. I'm sort of feeling your pain, Kira, and I'm looking for your message on the chat here. See if we can do something for you. Let's see if we can find something out. Laura Carlson, you're very welcome, and thank you. Okay, so Kira says, hi, I hope you're well. Hope you're well too, Kira. Thanks for joining us. Unfortunately, today my uncle passed over. I was wondering if you could anything on him, please. Even the smallest thing would be wonderful. Okay. Now then, as Adrienne says, it does take a while before they can kind of always come through to a medium, but I have known people come through on the same day. So let me just kind of close my eyes and see where I'm going with that. Something about a window. I can see a window of light. Now that there might be something about a window that makes sense to you, but the message of that most certainly is look outside of yourself, Kira. Okay. Particularly as this is, I feel he was quite a close uncle, you see, and so this is quite a grieving thing, you know. I mean, I've got uncles that I've been very close to and friendly with, and I've got some uncles that I hardly know. I feel he was quite close to you. He still will be quite close to you. Okay, I'm really sure about that. And so let's have a quick look at a card. Right, okay. Well, this is quite fitting. What we've got is the Hermit from Tarot in Wonderland. So that's a window into your own soul as well. So you want to look inwards as well as outwards. The two things do go together. But can you see Alice is waving her handkerchief rather sadly as she says goodbye to the Hermit in this card. So it's a difficult parting, but the message of this card, and it actually says it in the book that goes with this deck, is that Alice will actually see this chap again. So, you know, things are going to be good again. Things are going to be good again. And that's partly in terms of the bereavement you're feeling. It takes a little while, but things are going to be good. He is alive and well on the other side, I'm sure, because I really felt some energy behind that, you know. So don't worry about him. He's in the best place. Things are really, really good for him now. Of course, there's some pain in parting from the world, but for him, it'll be the blink of an eye. You know, 100 years will pass in the blink of an eye. And when your time comes, you will see him again. Absolutely, certainly. But there's a card for you, Kira. I hope that helps. And I'm so sorry for your loss. I really, really am. So let me keep on moving. Laura Carlson sent a $5 super sticker. Thank you very much indeed. Laura Carlson, that is very much appreciated. Thanks so much indeed. And by the way, Sharon Sipe, I've tried to add you as a moderator, but the internet was freezing all over the place. I've been promising that for so long, haven't I? But I'll get it done one of these days. This just was not the day for it. Seascape is saying, please pull a card for me, Andy. That will be my pleasure, Seascape. I'll be happy to do that. And thanks for your support too, Seascape. Sidescape, whichever way we're gonna pronounce it, because I see all your comments and stuff that you put on the videos that I upload, and I really appreciate all the support you're giving me. Oh, Turning over some kind of new leaf here, Seascape. We've got the Fool. It's number 0 in the deck, right at the beginning of all the suits and all the major arcana, right at the very beginning of the journey here. Now then, the hole that Alice is jumping over here, that kind of looks dark and it could be dangerous if she fell into it. But I want to say to you, Seascape, I don't feel there's any danger involved in this. I think you're going to be absolutely fine going forward. And in my mind, I'm thinking, I've got to sort of tell you that, don't hold back. Even though this is pastures new and there are probably people advising you to think very carefully before you take any action, do actually go ahead. Don't let anyone put you off, because you are at the beginning of a new journey here. And the Cheshire Cat there, to one side of Alice, is trying to sort of warn her in whatever way a cat can warn someone. But at the same time, you know, that is actually Alice's higher self. That's what the Cheshire Cat represents in this deck. So be mindful of your higher self. Be mindful of spiritual things and spiritual matters, but don't fear going ahead and making the journey, Seascape. Okay? That's it. As I'm putting them down, I've got this one again. This just popped out. 4 of Pentacles, like we got from Adrienne. The mouse is hiding away, so the mouse is going to miss its bite of the biscuit. Seascape, get going, get taking that bite of the biscuit and keep on moving forward. Great stuff. Right. Okay. You just got back from Sedona and found out you have clairvoyant gifts coming out. Brilliant. Well, go ahead and use them then. That is absolutely wonderful. Do whatever meditation you can. Try and make it as regular as you can, Seascape. But that is great stuff, you know. Pretty soon you're going to wake up one day and you're just going to want to do readings. You are on the wavelength then. This is absolutely great. You need to be on the wavelength, and you obviously are. I think a lot of members of this group actually are on that wavelength, so that's great stuff. Shari H, happy birthday to you. As Sharon mentions there, I didn't see it go up the screen, but a happy birthday to you. A very happy birthday to you indeed. Arlene Forney says, a card please, and why ever not? In my hand I'm shuffling the tarot, but I've been told to put them down and pick up Ask an Angel, the angel deck. So it's going to be an angel card for yourself. Oh, there we go. Hi, Holly DeShane, by the way. Nice to see you with us this fine evening, or this fine afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. But this is Arlene Forney now. Thanks for your question, Arlene. Card for you is... Come here. It's Archangel Shamuel. I just can't get hold of it. I can see it, but I can't get it out of the deck. Right, there it is. Archangel Shamuel. And this card is Divine Justice. This lady reminds me a lot of the Ace of Swords in tarot, actually. And so be willing to kind of cut through the nonsense. There are decisions playing on your mind, but as well as a sword, she's got that big symbol there, which represents a key. So you have got the key, Arlene, okay? And although it's going to be difficult, I feel it's going to be quite difficult to make the first move in the journey that's ahead of you at the moment. Divine justice is what it's all about. And that means balance. And that means really the balance of things is going to go in your favor. But take your time. Don't feel you've got to rush. Archangel Shamuel is most certainly with you. That is a very, very high energy indeed. And I can see a lot of red in this card, which is in pagan terms is a color of going forward, pushing ahead. Certain amount of service involved in this as well, Arlene. Okay, but be willing to serve yourself as well. Don't cut yourself out of the picture, whatever you do. So thanks so much for that question. I'm really glad you're with us. Okay, Adrienne says, a card for Shari. Well, happy birthday card for a start. Let me just, here we go. Right. Andy, could you pull a card for me for my birthday? It's tomorrow, and I'll be 60. Wow. I'm going to be 60 one of these days. I'm 57 at the 57 and a half at the moment because my birthday's in December and now it's June. Where does the time go, eh? My daughter's 21 now. I mean, I was 36 and now she's 21 and I'm 57. Life never stops, does it? Okay, got to stick with the angel cards for you, actually. Let's see. Right, Illumination, an Archangel Jophiel. Now, this is a great card to come up on a birthday, actually, because Jophiel is the angel associated with Jupiter, and she's all about bright, pretty colours. If you're wrapping up a birthday present or sending someone a birthday card, you're kind of channeling Jophiel in one way or another. So, Archangel Jophiel, and it says Illumination. See that? We'll back off a bit. We'll back off a bit there. And this is just very beautiful golden illumination all around this lovely turquoise angel that we've got in the card here. So things look very, very positive. That's all I'm really getting here, is that things look very positive. But I'm also getting that there are people in the spirit world. There's one person in particular who was here the last time you had a birthday, but has passed over since, you know, and actually isn't here for this birthday. That is so unfortunate, but, you know, you'll see him again. It's a male. I feel sure it's a male energy, and you might have to dig deep and think about who that is. I don't feel he was entirely close, but he's certainly passed on, and he's looking out from you for the other side. And there are actually angels with you. We've got Archangel Jophiel here, but there are many angels, I'm being told, actually waiting to pour love down into your life, Shari. So as you embark on your 60th year, whatever you do, don't make the mistake that so many people make and think, oh, well, I'm 60 now. That's you know, that's it. It's just time to kind of rest, you know, and wait for the end. No way. You've got a long, long time ahead of you, Shari. So make the most of it and call in the old angels. That's the thing to do. So happy birthday to you, and thanks so much for your question. Okay. Now then. Adrienne is telling me about a card request. Not sure which one, but let's go to Donna Marie H. Okay. Now then, I will try and get to everyone if I possibly can. Usually, actually, by the end of the show, I seem to have got to nearly everyone. I hope I can. As the show grows, it gets harder to do a card for absolutely everyone, but I always try. And also, I was talking to my spirit guides about this. At some point, I'm going to be able to go longer than 90 minutes. You know, it's the only reason I stop at 90 minutes is that the energy goes down, and then the readings aren't going to be so good if I keep going after that. So that's why I limit myself there. But practice makes perfect. You know, every one I do kind of stretches me a little bit, and eventually we'll do some longer shows. That's the goal. That's where we're going. Okay, Donna Marie H, we're with the tarot for you, reading for you, Seven of Swords. That's the card we've got. Now, the sword's all about decisions. It's air sign energy. So this is Gemini, this is Libra, this is Aquarius. And Mercury is retrograde in the sign of Gemini at the moment. And this card has a lot of retrograde energy about it, because with this card, Donna, nothing, I should say Donna Marie, because it's hyphenated. They're both your name, Donna Marie. With this card, nothing is absolutely certain. Really, it isn't. Okay, and nothing is really what it seems either. We can see there's slanted clouds all over the place, and they almost join up. You could draw a curved line that would join both of those cards together. Now, the question is this guy who's thieving the swords away, is he stealing them for himself, or has he got a good reason for stealing them, or is he actually trying to prove to someone that they should take more care of their swords? The implication of this card really is that you may feel that you've been wronged, or someone may accuse you of having wronged them. The thing to do is just treat others as much as possible the way you would like to be treated yourself. That's the overbearing advice. But try not to worry, try not to fear whatever's going on at the moment. If it seems to be taking you in a difficult direction, almost like feels like it's going to be a bad direction, just don't worry about it. Keep thinking about it. Think outside the box. That seems to be a theme for tonight, actually. Think outside the box, and just don't give up on anything, okay? This is a temporary setback that feels like a big setback to you, but it isn't. It really isn't, okay? The Seven of Swords means, you know, you're coming out of the woods. at the moment. Even though you might feel like you're really in the thick of it, you are actually coming out of the woods. Okay. Now, someone has very kindly just sent me another donation. GGB. Okay, let's go to you, GG. If I can put your question up on screen, that would be nice. I'm still getting used to using this. Okay, yeah, just want to get it on the screen if I can. Thanks very much for this, GG. I so appreciate it. Okay, any message from Spirit? Well, at this point, let's leave the cards behind for a moment. Right. Okay. So at this point, GG, feels like there's a lot of abundance. It feels like things have been happening for you. Now, if you're not aware of that, then there is abundance around you. That's the overall feeling I'm getting. It's not going to be easy to make sense of it. That's the thing. But just give it time, okay? Give it time. And eventually, you'll find a way of factoring in the new good energies, the abundance that's coming in with the life you're living at the moment. Something feels like it doesn't fit to me. That's really what I'm feeling, you know, but it will fit. It can fit. It's that old thing that the universe doesn't throw anything at us until we're ready to handle it. That's what we're really dealing with here. Whenever I say that, I'm sure every single time I say that, it's because a person either feels they can't handle something, and I don't think that's the case with you, Gigi, or just, you know, something doesn't fit. How could that possibly be right? You know, that kind of thing. For example, Spirit told me to write a book quite a long time ago, and I'm very guilty that I haven't done it yet. But my guide wants me to do it with pen and ink on paper and then scan it into the computer somehow that way. And I can't really do that because I'm left-handed and my left hand is part paralyzed and I can't write with it. And I wonder why they want me to do that. And at some point, that's going to happen. It's going to work out. It's going to fit together. And something similar with you, Gigi. I feel like you're being asked to do something and you're being offered opportunities that just don't seem to fit into your life. But they will. You just got to give it time. Okay? But that is the message at the moment. Also, just checking, because the last spirit communicator we had was someone's uncle. I'm being told there's an uncle of yours in the spirit world, Gigi, who is sending you love and wanting to be in touch with you, you know. Or actually, he is in touch with you, and he just wants you to know that he's in touch with you. And you can feel in touch with him as well if you want to. He's kind of apologizing for something, which I don't feel was something that he actually ever did, but something difficult around someone to do with him at the moment. But it's all going to be okay. That's the bottom line. Gigi, thank you so much. Absolutely great to have you with us this evening. Stick around. Yeah, I might try that, Sam using talk text. That would be no bad thing, actually. Hello, Celtic Tarot Sheila. Now then, guys, I'm hoping to be on a show with Celtic Tarot Sheila in about 3 hours from now. I may have fallen asleep by then. I'm going to try and stay awake. I'm going to set an alarm and everything. But Sheila, if I don't turn up, please don't worry about it. I'm really going to try. It's just that's going to be 1 a.m. here. And I just don't know if I can physically keep my eyes open, but I'm really going to try. Anyway, great to have you with us, Celtic Tarot Sheila. And any friends of mine who don't know Celtic Tarot Sheila yet, look out for Celtic Tarot Sheila's channel. If you click on her icon on the chat screen there at the side, you know, you'll find her channel, and it's great. It's like, she's very serious. She's something light-hearted, usually something quite funny about her in one way or another, you know. So anyway, should be good. And yeah, I can do it, I'm sure, as Holly Deshane says. So I'm going to try. I'm also drinking Coke Zero, which I hope is going to make me be wide awake. No sugar, but I can taste the caffeine in there. So I think that might keep me awake. I really hope so, because I'm looking forward to that. I really am. Okay, I'm also losing track of the chat, which is moving on apace. Let's see where we go. Okay, Melanie North is here. Hi, Melanie North. Thanks for joining us. Right, hi Andy, we're wrestling with whether we should sell our home and move this year or wait 3 years. Different financial avenues and stress for each. Okay. Think that's going to be best answered by a pendulum. And I've just got to say at this point, guys, for entertainment purposes only, dash YouTube. I believe in this stuff totally. I found it very reliable in my own life, but it is a matter of faith, guys. I can't promise everything is absolutely right here. You know, I really can't, but I'm going to do my best now, Melanie. So now I'm asking, should you sell your home this year? We'll see what it says. It's giving me a pretty conclusive yes there, but we're going to also ask, should you wait 3 years and see what it says about that? Should Melanie wait 3 years? Melanie North. Very little energy behind that. That's all I can say. It was doing a tiny little circle, but it's almost like it was using up the last of the energy for when we said, should you sell it this year? Sounds like selling it this year is a good plan. There's only 6 months of this year left. My God, month 6. We're halfway through the year, and only a couple of weeks away now from the summer solstice. So there isn't that much of this year to go. What I would say, Melanie, is, you know, kind of don't try not to put too much stress on yourself. That's pretty important, you know. Okay, but the pendulum was saying this year is looking good. That's what the pendulum says. What do you say? We will find out. Tell us how it goes. We're going to be interested to find out. Okay. So then, now then. Linda Bishop, what time for Celtic Tarot? That is going to be about 3 hours from now. Okay, it's 1:05 a.m. UK time, and that means 6:05 p.m. Mountain time. Okay, if that makes sense. I'll just become totally muddled up if I try and work out what that is in Pacific and Eastern. But it's 6:05 p.m. Mountain time, Linda. That's when it's going to happen. 1:05 a.m. UK, and I'm going to try it really, really hard. So Twainer has asked a question in Super Chat. Really? Now then. You know what? It hasn't come up, Twainer, but I'll look for it and we'll do it. We will do it. Okay. Melanie, you're very welcome. Okay, scrolling back now. Yeah, Twainer, I'm going to do this question. I'm so sorry about that. Things are moving so quick. Da-da-da-da. We'll get there in a second. Sure we will. Okay. Wow. This is the only thing, guys. This is why I miss people's questions sometimes. It's a long old scroll to find them, but I'll find it in the end. Right, Twainer, I've got to the top and no more will load, but can you type it in again, please, Twainer? And yours will be the next question. Yeah, it was a while. Yeah, it was a while back. They only hang around up there for so long, don't they? Yeah. Most recent comment I've got is 9:58 p.m. It's not letting me scroll any further back than that. Could you type in that question again, please, Twainer, and I'll come straight to it. Okay. I'm going to talk for a minute while Twainer puts the question in again. Because I'm just getting used to Super Chat. Just getting used to it. Okay. So this has been quite an interesting week for me. Right, here we go. Let's do Twainer's question. We're on. Okay. Will my son be successful with his musical venture? Right. 2 answers to that, Twainer. First one, pendulum, for a nice clear one. And we'll have a look and see what the tarot says about that as well. I'm sure we all wish him well. Okay, so will Twainer's son be successful with his musical venture? Right, okay. Yes, he will. Going to take some time to build up, but not all that long. It was a very slow start there with the pendulum. Okay, and I would say it's going to be quite a slow start. But yes, it came out to a nice clear yes. Let's pick up the tarot deck and see if we can work out why it's a slow start and see if we can work out if it's going to go any faster. Because I seriously hope it will. Right. Now I see. It's the 10 of Wands, and it's the old situation that so many people find ourselves in, and this is applying to your son. He has got a lot of other stuff going on at the moment, which is going to make that a bit difficult for him. What he needs to do is shed some of his commitments and really give it his full kind of energy. That's what's going to take the time, because I don't feel he can easily shed whatever he's committed to at the moment. He needs to really make that musical venture an absolute top priority and not be distracted by anything, if at all possible. And it's going to take time, Twainer, for him to be in that position. But it is going to work. That was a definite yes from the pendulum. Let's opening the deck up again. Yeah, what we've got is the Fool's Journey. And he's no fool, I'm sure of that. But you know what this card means, Twainer. It is the beginning of something, and it's the beginning of something good and something positive. It really is. So I wish you the best with that. I'm sure everyone in the chat does as well. And thanks so much for that super chat, Twainer. Absolutely brilliant. And thanks everyone who's with us tonight. Now then, okay. What kind of stone is your pendulum? Well, this one, Sandra Nevins, is, where's the camera? This is green aventurine. It's a much greener color than it's showing on the screen, but this is aventurine, green aventurine. And the other one I use, usually when it's a healing related question, or just when I'm drawn to use it, is this one, which is a clear quartz Reiki pendulum. And it's hanging on a bit of string instead of a chain, because that's the way it came to me, and that's the way I'm keeping it. Seems to make sense. Okay, let's see where we're going now. Okay. Right. Oh, you're very welcome, Twainer. Very, very welcome. And I'm sure we all, like Sharon Lee, wish your son well with that. I think he's going to do very well. Now I've put the pendulum down and the cards down and just going with what's in my head, I think he's going to do very well. I actually think he's getting some encouragement from some kind of mentor, actually outside the family. But there's some kind of mentoring going on there. Absolutely, surely. Right, let's go to Gartha Finod. Don't think I've met you before, Gartha. My apologies if I have, and I've forgotten. I've got a brain like a spaghetti strainer. Okay. So who's coming towards you in love? Okay. Well, first thing to say about that, Gartha, is Judgment number 20. And it's going to be like a clarion call, okay? It's going to be like a big blast of light out of nowhere. It's going to feel like nothing's happening until like the last minute, you know? It feels like this lady comes in. Is it a lady? Never mind. This lover comes in like an absolute blast of light and really suddenly takes over your whole heart and your whole soul. Okay. So someone is coming, absolutely for sure. Who it is now? That is a big question. Start saying who is it? It's someone who loves life, you know, someone who's a lover of life and everything that life has to offer. And you're going to have to be very careful not to be like holding back on any resources or anything. Okay, don't hold back, because we got the King of Pentacles here, and he uses up his abundance as it comes in, as he has it. He keeps on using his abundance. That's the nature of the King of Pentacles. So hope that helps you. And by the way, as Twainer says, and it's nice of you to say I give great readings, Twainer, thank you. I do my best. Yeah. If you're interested, do contact me at that email address, 35and83@gmail.com. That is down there in the description underneath this video, as well as a link to the Ko-fi page. And I haven't put the Ko-fi scrolling thing on tonight. Let's put the Ko-fi scrolling thing on tonight. Why not? Okay, there it goes. So there's the Ko-fi scrolling thing. That's also a Coolio page to visit as well. Hasn't had many updates lately, but I do put pictures of what's going on in life there as well. So yeah, as Adrienne says, there's that email address again. Gartha, you're very, very welcome, and I wish you all the best with that. I feel you really kind of need some love in your life, and it is coming towards you. It really is coming towards you. Now then, Debbie Fitzsimmons is with us. Welcome to you, Debbie. Welcome to anyone I haven't said welcome to yet. Gigi, I'll have a look into that in a second, actually. Wash hands, may I have a card, please? You sure can.